trend despite a global decline in gaming activity. Xbox Game Camp Africa is playing a key role in this expansion by supporting talent development and inspiring future game developers across the continent. The recent 2024 Xbox Game Camp Africa brought together experts and enthusiasts in Johannesburg, Casablanca, and Nairobi. The event focused on fostering innovation and collaboration with workshops and project pitches from local studios, highlighting both opportunities and challenges facing African game developers.
Xbox Game Camp Africa is a two-day event across different locations in Africa. We have in-person and virtual attendees. And the purpose of the event is to bring together game developers across the continent to hear more about what we're doing in the space, also have an opportunity for them to showcase some of the work that they're doing in the game development, and also for us to see what kind of talent lies out there across the continent.
We have a number of programs. For instance, the Developer Accelerator program is focused on finding developers from these regions you speak of. We call them our expansion regions, and working with them, giving them the funding to build prototypes. We give them funding to port games to Xbox as well. So yeah, we recognize that funding, talent is great, opportunities are great, but funding is a key part.
The gaming community, it acts as a one-stop shop where there are foreign designers, programmers, project managers, and design sound engineers. So if you are looking to create something, it's easier for you to get people who you can work with. Africa is the #1 leading in smartphone users in the world. So there's a market, and there's also a niche to be explored for game developers and also game consumers.
Kisumu City played a host to Realtors Summit aimed at creating wealth through sustainable real estate development in Western Kenya. Stakeholders, while speaking to the media, called on investors and locals to take advantage of the growing opportunities in the sector, especially the affordable housing and tourism sector, as means to wealth creation. Locals have been rallied to explore affordable financing plans existing with the affordable housing schemes to be able to acquire units under development within Kisumu City and Western region.
You realize if you're in Kisumu that there is so much that is going on in terms of development in terms of real estate, because there is so much that is constructions of high-rise units that are going on, and this is majorly because of the rising population that is going on within this region, the rural-urban migration, and so the real estate developers are able to put up these units for sale. And KCB will come in through to be able to finance under affordable housing that we are very passionately about, because we offer this at the lowest rate, which is 9%, to make this very affordable to our customers.
Interestingly, so far most of the buyers are locals based in Kisumu, because we have not yet had a very robust and aggressive marketing strategy, particularly targeting the diasporas. And that has been intentional because, first of all, we want to give an opportunity to the locals to own these properties. And one of the things that we are also very keen on is ensuring that actually the people who are employed even by our contractors are locals, people who are based here in Kisumu. And even the materials, he procures them locally. So we want to start with here home. You know, as they say, charity begins at home.
Secondary school principals in Nairobi are taking a stand against the growing moral decay in society. They pledge to instill strong moral values in their students. This comes after a survey by the Open Research Funders Group revealed a need for character building in schools. Parents were also urged to guide their children, especially during the holiday season, by protecting them from protests that have been rocking the country.
We have also learned to develop servant leadership in the leaders in the school council, so that our prefects also can learn servant leadership, so they're able to guide the other students, not from a tower, but also to work with them together, so that they enable them to understand what is required of them and to grow them ethically, to grow them in good morals, to grow them with the right values. So we need to cultivate virtues in our institutions that will help us model the best character out of our students and our community, the teachers, even other stakeholders like the teachers, the parents, and both on management and the entire community that we are working within and around.
I learned a lot as an individual, and I'm carrying the knowledge for the institution too, that there's nothing as good as servant leadership. In fact, I believe that if this idea of servant leadership was embraced by all sectors, not just education, then we'd have a very peaceful country in the first place, right from the households. Imagine going down there and all your students, all your teachers, all your staff mates, even the community, seeing you as someone who's ready to stoop low, literally, and to allow another person to take your place. That's what servant leadership is all about, according to me.
If the school principals can embrace the virtue of noble purpose, they can prioritize in nurturing and mentoring others within the school community. If they embrace virtue like forgiveness, they can create a space for healing, a space for forgiving, and a space for grieving within the school community. With a virtue like stewardship, they can lead as role model of good behavior and build a caring adult culture within the school community. And with the virtue of foresight, the educators and school principals can commit to mentor the next generation of servant leaders.
In Siaya County, mothers are being urged to resist modern influences that discourage exclusive breastfeeding for infants under 6 months. Siaya County Assembly member Susan Okwiri Sino emphasized the importance of exclusive breastfeeding during an event at Yala Sub-County Referral Hospital marking World Breastfeeding Week. She called for ongoing educational programs in health facilities to promote breastfeeding's benefits. Stakeholders highlighted that exclusive breastfeeding prevents diseases, with nutritionists cautioning against giving infants non-recommended items like ripe water and raw fruits.
We are here to commemorate the breastfeeding day. It starts on 1st until 7th. We are here to promote, protect and support the exclusive breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is very important, and I joined the nutrition department together with the health facility administrators so that I meet the lactating women and we talk more about breastfeeding with them. We encourage them to breastfeed exclusively from 0 months to 6 months.
The main thing is exclusive breastfeeding. So far, our mothers are well informed today, and they have left excited because of even the gifts that they got from the Mheshimiwa. We welcome you all to join our hands to make this 1st to 7th an eventful occasion. And apart from that, we should make it a routine always to be talking about exclusive breastfeeding. We don't need to wait for the breastfeeding period within the year.
Kenyan automobile assembly company Mobius Motors has announced its liquidation due to financial struggles. Mobius director Nicholas Gilbert issued a creditor's voluntary insolvency notice appointing KFSK Satastri as the liquidator. The company's assets will be distributed to creditors and stakeholders. Founded in 2010 by Joel Jackson, Mobius Motors produced models like the Mobius 1, 2 and 3. Despite backing from investors like Playfair Capital, the company faced challenges in a market dominated by used imports. New vehicle sales in Kenya fell by 15% last year due to high inflation and a depreciating shilling. And that update draws Newscut to a close. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Harriet Chimeno. Sign language interpreter has been Walter Asewe. Good afternoon and enjoy Jungu la Sporti.